All right, what's up, everybody? Yes, surprise, surprise, surprise. It is me on a Saturday morning. Shocker. No, right? um, so I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna say this out loud. I was gonna try to stream on Kick, right, just to see what would happen. Then I just realized, listen, the only way I'm gonna be committed to doing anything, I commit to one thing. If I'm always swapping around trying to figure out what works for me or whatever, I'm never succeeding the way I want to. So that's why I have to try to just keep doing what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do Mega Truck Simulator today. I'm hoping to so next week I'm hoping maybe every other weekend I could do this. And here's why: because every other weekend
time to hit the road.
I have to kind of quote unquote watch my niece every other weekend on Saturday. So it's a little difficult to do that in the live stream. So the following Saturday I could do it. So maybe I will try to do this for an hour or so, just something to put up. Nope, I cut you off, sorry. But I want to try to do this just to have have a weekend to just to get extra streaming in and stuff like that, and also see how weekend streaming does. I mean, sometimes weekends streaming does really good, sometimes doesn't. Usually your weeknights are mostly where you get your streaming in, just because of the fact that a lot of people get home from work, they get done with their day, and they just want to relax. Weekends usually people go out and go out, so that's why weekend streaming doesn't necessarily work. It doesn't work at all. It's just everyone stays around. I totally understand that. I mean, grief. Watch some pathetic dude drive a truck or go out and do something. I think you're gonna go out and do something. Now, the reason why I'm doing this on a Saturday, also, is that usually I would probably be watching something Formula Racing or whatever. Unfortunately, it is raining down where they are racing this weekend, and it's definitely a washout for today's race, Xfinity Series race. Still crossing our fingers that we can get the Cup race in for tomorrow, but we'll see. Some models are saying yes, some models are saying no. It's just like it's a toss-up right now on what's going to be for the race tomorrow, but we'll figure that out when that comes to be. But figured why not? I do a morning stream. Try to do it for at least an hour, and after that, I'll go from there. Now, Monday, the regular schedule, Monday through Thursday streams, 8 p.m. Eastern, are still the same. Nothing's going to change about that. Just trying to do a little bit of extra streaming here and there. The one thing I think about YouTube and their streaming platform is they don't punish you for doing anything extra. In fact, they kind of want you to do more things. The more you're on YouTube, the more you're streaming, the more you're putting content, the more your face value gets out there, the better you're going to get out there. Now, on Twitch, I would say, okay, they don't mind either, but when you are like, let's say if I was just constantly doing Monday through Thursday, and then throw a random Saturday in there, maybe you get your loyal people to come in, but you're not going to get the same people that casually show up on a weeknight. All right, or in this case, how it works. In this case, like if I was to say I went in and did a weekend stream on Twitch, excuse me, that I would probably not get the same, or I'd get extra people, but wouldn't watch me on the weeknight, right? That's kind of what majority of my followers that I did get from Twitch was I did a random stream on a Thursday afternoon, and that's what populated all my followers real quick. But did I get any of that for nighttime? No. Now, I am so sorry. Morning crap always happens for me, so I apologize. But YouTube, I don't think it necessarily hurts you because there's replay value to these things. So as soon as I get done with this, YouTube processes it and it goes up, and even though they've separated it into a category of live streams, it still gets put out there as it was a stream. It was done so somebody could watch it later after the fact, right? That's something I like about the concept of YouTube, is that it's not done even when you're done. All right, when Twitch done, you're done. That's it. I mean, yeah, some people might go in and watch the replays and stuff, but there's no replay value. There's nothing you make out of it. On YouTube, you make a lot more out of it. There's better opportunity with that video after the fact. So that's something I like about it. So that's something that I want to keep. Now, let's explain why I tried to do Kick for a second there. Is that it's because I thought, well, if maybe the weekend would do okay, maybe I could populate some of those people to come over at night. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you take a look at Kick, it's exactly like Twitch. It really is. They just copy and paste everything. They just changed the color from purple to green. Alright, so nothing really changed. And, I mean, besides the money value if you ever get monetized. So, it really much wasn't different. And so I'm like, you know what? No more. Stay with YouTube.
Keep left.
People have made very good success on YouTube. You just gotta keep grinding. It's hard. It's never gonna be easy. It's what I'm trying to do. It's just to keep pushing. I'm trying to show myself more to the people. That's why I have a webcam up. That's why I'm trying to show you more who I am. And something I want to talk about here. It's going to get personal. If you don't like it, I understand. My mom doesn't know about this. But so Friday, I go ahead and get my my shots for my asthma. And so they do the normal check-in stuff, check-up stuff before I have to get it, because I have to see a doctor before I get these shots. They're not just random. I just, can't just get them without I have to see a doctor, make sure my lungs are good. I'm not sick or anything, no fever or whatever. Never check me for a fever anyways. But they also check my weight. And you can physically see me from right where I look like it now. I'm fat, obviously. But this one, it kind of hurt me a little bit. I thought I was doing okay here in Virginia. I thought I was doing okay. I thought I was like starting to try to lose weight and I was doing extra things, and I wasn't. Put my weight and I was at 401 pounds, and I was like, what the fuck? It actually surprised me because I didn't expect it to be that heavy. Like, I was like, okay, I was around 396, 97, floating around there. I wasn't expecting to be that kind of heavy. I was like, whoa, what happened? And then I kind of, you flash back and think, well, what the hell am I eating? Oh, never mind. Like, now I'm like, oh, I understand why now. But it alarmed me. Because look, 300 pounds is no joke. It's a health issue when you're that heavy. But when you get into the 400 pound range and stuff, you're pushing yourself to critical health issues. And I know that. Almost anyone would know that. So, I know you're going, well, John, why are you playing a video game, not going outside and doing something? Well, that's what I plan to do after the fact. I'm done here. Because I was actually trying to split wood, and then I get told that the splitter needs to have maintenance done, even though I told my dad, I asked my dad, hey, does the splitter need to be maintenance? He goes, yeah. And then my uncle, who technically is actually the ownership of the splitter, he says, oh yeah, but I want to change the oil of it and get all the fluids changed. And I'm like, I already started this sucker. Now, it ran okay, so it wasn't like it was going to be an issue if I did run it. But now I'm waiting for them to decide to change the oil out of this thing and get all the fluids changed. And I'm thinking, and he's like, well, you better get over here and get the fluids in. I'm like, just give me the fluids. I'll do it. I don't care. You know, I do want to start getting that process of losing weight again. And the only way doing this is actually going outside and doing things that I know that, one, not too strenuous on my body, but two, it will make me lose weight eventually. Splitting wood, I bet you if I was to stay outside and do, there's gonna be nice days out here, right? Up where I live for the next almost, I think, 10 days. Not even 10 days, well, close to 10 days, I guess you want to say. It's gonna be very close to having nice weather for a long period of time, and it would be a great opportunity to go outside and start splitting wood. But if I can't do it, if they're not going to keep the maintenance on it yet, or not going to do anything for the maintenance, the only thing I can do right now is I do have some split. I'm going to go out there and put that into the shed that we keep all the wood in, and then we have a big bunch of pile of block wood that's out there, and I'm probably just going to go out there and go through and organize. God damn it, what's with the freaking 75 to 65 shit? Will you stop with this game? Oh my god, it just keeps going back and forth with the 55, 70, 75, 60. Oh, do I have a wreck up here? It's just, and so I'll probably do that. Okay, that's my thing I'm gonna probably do, is go out there and, you know, put the wood I just split in the shed, and then go out there, organize ones that are to the length that I can split, and put it closer to the splitter. That's just extra work to do, and then that will slowly help me lose the weight. It's not a big process. It's not gonna, like, and here's the thing, I'm not gonna pick these things up and carry them all the way to the splitter. No, I'm gonna be smart about it. We have a tractor, we can put it in there, but I'm, you know, lifting them in the tractor and doing all that, organizing them, that sort of thing. That's going to help in the sense of start losing the weight process. So now, thankfully, they check my heart. They always check my heart, blood pressure and all that stuff, and that's okay for being big. It's okay. Elevated, obviously, because I'm fat, but my heart rate and everything like that, that's fine. So in a sense, I'm fat and healthy, just, yeah, it's definitely getting concerning. So that's something I need to definitely work to get the process going on losing weight, and and hopefully start feeling better here a lot sooner. And I can tell you right now, I feel the difference on being this big and not getting the right amount of sleep in, or the energy not there, obviously. So that's why, you know, trying to get the weight in order will be the most important thing, obviously. So as soon as that, you know, as soon as I can lose that weight, the sooner I'm going to start feeling better. I mean, everybody's going to say that. They always say that. So,
turn right.
But also, with that being said, I also are trying to keep doing this and feel better about myself and how I almost hit that pole. Got so long trailer. And to keep doing this, to keep pushing and grinding on YouTube, same time trying to tunnel effect with that down guy do it. I had to. But yeah, that's kind of what is going on right now with me. Oh, but look, I don't think I haven't heard fat jokes. I've been big since I don't know, almost my whole life if you think about it.
Exit now.
Oops. Why did they put those there? Fairly damaged. Well, they wouldn't. Idiot things. Like I get for cars, but come on. Trailers?
Here we are.
That's alright. Take a penalty. I don't care. Save. I'm just wanna get these loads in as fast as I can. And then once I'm done with this stream, that's what I'm going to be doing today for the most part. I mean, what I'm all going to be doing here probably won't take more than an hour. To do out there. Because there's not enough room, per se, to really stack up a lot of wood. Unless they did some... Try to figure out to organize the place out there, but... Besides that. But yeah. So now you know my health issues. I mean, cared or not, I mean, I don't really care if you care or not. You know, that I just wanted to get it out there because a lot of people will say, like, damn, you're on your fat. And that's why, look, I'm going to be clear. That's why I don't probably put the webcam on as much as I do. And if it is, it's zoomed into my face because I don't want to see people see the rest of my body. But I also have to understand that there's people that are just as big or even bigger than me. And I have to just kind of get used to the fact. And yeah, there's been people out there that have been, oh, geez, you're fat. And it's like, I always love those people. Because it kind of makes me fun. It makes me laugh, actually, if you think about it. Because they go, oh, you're fat. I'm going, really, Doc Obvious? I didn't know. It's actually kind of funny. That, you know, I get clarified that I'm fat. Like, pretty sure I already knew that I was fat. But thanks for the confirmation. And I, you know, just to clarify that. It's funny. Holy crap, 14 hours back that way. But I can do a 4-hour one for Virginia. But yeah, that's kind of how, excuse me. That's kind of how my life's been for, I mean, I've been big since, like I said, as far as I can remember. I was a chubby baby too. I was very chubby. But with that, I always.
Let's do this.
And I knew, for the most part, that what was happening, for the most part, was my fault. I was getting big. Because, you know, it was my fault. I'm not trying to blame anyone else for their weight, because some people do have a health issue, and that's why they just get big. But majority of my problems was self-inflicted. I made myself this big, and consequences are this is what happens. Yeah, I can blame asthma for things and stuff like that, but in reality, the crap. Molasses. But in reality,
exit now.
It's always going to be my responsibility to know how to lose weight and keep the weight down. I chose not to. So now the consequences, I'm really big and I need to start losing the weight. I needed to lose the weight a long time ago, but now more than ever. And I like to not to give advice because I couldn't give advice if I'm not taking my own. But I would say this: if you are struggling with your weight, like there's issues where you can't physically move a lot.
Get ready to turn right.
Don't think that there's no possible way to lose weight. Sometimes most people lose weight
Turn right.
by not really doing anything at all. It's just more or less portionizing your foods, not eating a lot of junk food, and that's something that's still probably what gets me a lot. It gets me in trouble a lot. Is that I tend to eat a lot of junk food, and I know it's wrong, and I know I shouldn't be doing it. I do it anyways because it's what everybody calls comfort food, right? It's something that if you're having a bad day, stressful day, you go for it. If you feel hungry because you're bored out of your mind, go for that food,
Get
right?
ready to turn left.
Stop doing something. And it's always there. For me, I think it is a combination of being
Turn
sometimes
left.
bored, not doing anything, to also it is a comfort food for stress. Like I get stressed out about things, I go for the food. And my go-to stuff is like all the honey buns, all the sweet foods, or chips and stuff like that, Doritos and things. That's my go-to stuff to go for. And then now I've been getting better at this. Like I said, I've been taking to drink Dubby, caffeine without the sugar. That works a ton better. As long as you have it. I ran out. And you go, John, that's no excuse. Well, it is an excuse. I ran out, and it's in California. That's the stuff this company is. So it takes a while to get here. It took about a week, and then it took 8 days to get here this time. So a little faster than it was the last time. And this time I got 2, so make sure I don't run out. But at the same time, when it came in, I still had soda, so I'm still kind of drinking the soda at the same time drinking the Dubby. And then once the soda's gone, then I just drink straight Dubby all the time. And that's the thing also,
And then turn
is to help. I mean, I'm big. Well, also your sugar is the problem. My dad has
Turn
diabetes.
right.
Plain and simple, has diabetes, and I will most likely follow that suit if I'm not careful. It's just how it is. Everyone that has some kind of health issues is always going to have some kind of health. Like anyone that's big usually has some kind of health problems. Very rare that you can be 400 or 500 pounds and have no health problems. So when that comes to that, you have some kind of hell. Even people that are 200 pounds sometimes have health problems. I mean, anyone have health problems, but especially the bigger you get, the worse you're going to be. Now, I want to make very clear. Some people don't understand this. I know I'm getting a rant of health issues, but because streaming also gives me a time to vent. I guess if you will. If you want to listen or not, that's up to you. But my thing is, a lot of people have this thing that when you have asthma, if you're fat and you have asthma, that's the reason why you have asthma. No. Asthma is a disease. It's something that you don't have control of. It's not because of your fat. Now, it doesn't help that you're fat. All right, it doesn't do any favors to be big. But having asthma is based on things that your lungs are not producing well. And I won't get into technical things, but basically, my lungs are producing too much white cells and not enough red cells. So that's why I get this shot every 2 weeks to help reduce the white cells in my lungs, to keep the lungs from that basically swelling right up. That's why I can't breathe. As you get overworked, the white cells build up too much, and then that's why your tubes all of a sudden shrink, and then you can't get any oxygen into your lungs. Your lung, and people, that's another thing too. It's not necessarily your lungs that are having the issues, it's your tubes that are having the issue. They swell right up. As they swell up, that's just lack of oxygen going into the lungs. And can't get enough air in and out. You start hyperventilating. That's kind of the big thing. But because I'm on this medicine, it does at a point in time will help. It starts helping. So that's kind of how. Yeah, that's just in general what asthma is. Again, it doesn't do any favors to be big, because if you're having an asthma attack plus you're fat, you're pushing up on your lungs at the same time that the lung tubes are not getting enough oxygen. Well, that doesn't help. Obviously, it just doesn't. So that's kind of the I laugh about it just because of, you know, how dumb it can be. So like I said, being big is I feel like it's a choice for some. I understand there are some exceptions to every rules. Mine is my choice. Yes, I allow excuses to make it happen like anyone else in this world. And that's, again, my choice to make excuses for it. I'm not saying that the excuses are not valid 100%. I have a bulging disc problem. It's hard for me to lift anything and keep lifting things for a long period of time. Asthma does slow me down. And yes, working in the wintertime is almost, really a death to me because of how bad my sinuses get. Does that mean I can't work through them? No, I pretty much can work through most of it. I might be slower. I might not be the fastest person, but I can still get the job done. So that's something I have to work with eventually, is to just, if I have to do things slower, then do them slower. It's better to do them slow than not doing it at all. But when I go out there, will I be able to get all that wood done right, like within 5 minutes? Probably not. It'll take me some time. Anything I'm gonna load all hand-wise? No. I'm gonna make sure that I use the tractor that we have, so it helps me be more efficient and get it done. But also, I still have to, dude, what are you doing? I mean, it's my fault not to get over, but he could have gone over. Anywho, Charlottesville. But yeah, that's kind of how. That's basically how things is going right now. And hopefully that eventually things will change. Will change around for sure, for the better. I'm hoping. Now, I have to be better myself on trying to get into the shape I need to get into. The best thing to do is increment weight loss, not all at once, because that will be just as bad as being big. Because if I was to go like on a crash diet and not slowly lose the weight the way I need to, first of all, let me be very clear. I'm at around 401 pounds. I think she weighed me a little bit off. I'm thinking straight at 400, but anyways, if I could lose 5 to 10 pounds, 5 pounds at least a week, 5 to 10, maybe even 5 to 10 pounds a week, that will push it will make me feel better at the end of that week. I can then, that process begins from then going from 95, 90, 85, 80. If I can get by the end of June, get down to 380 again, that would be be helpful. Well, I would even say maybe mid-June if I get 380. If I can get the end of June by 360, that would be better. And I'll tell you right now, in high school, people called me 360. Not because of the Xbox game, it was the console, it was because I weighed 360 pounds. In high school, yes. Damn, dude. Did gym help at all? I don't know. It kept me from getting probably getting fatter. I guess you want to say. So yeah, that's the thing that I'm going through right now. It's just I can lose that weight slowly but surely. I have that issue. I think I'd be way better off than I ever been, for sure. But I mean, Doug, like I was going, Doug, of course you're gonna be better. But just I'll be better in a sense that eventually that process of getting down to 200 pounds will be even faster once you break. There's always a barrier. I think you break in life. You break that barrier, everything else just goes a lot smoother. So that's something I have to do right now, is to break that barrier. Break that little section where, okay, if I get to 360, 350, it makes it a whole lot better for me. It'll be a whole lot better. One, my back doesn't hurt anymore. Two, then in this hard wooden chair. Now, that's not a hard wooden chair. I mean, got some cushion. But the chairs that I sit in won't feel like they're basically sitting on a rock. Sleeping won't be such a problem anymore. Now, as I always say, saying all this is one thing, doing is another. So if I want to keep getting fat, I don't expect to live to be 50 years old, that's for sure. Or the 60 anyways. Maybe some health preventions, medical preventions might save me to 60, but if I want to survive and live to be 80, 90, for some stupid reason 100, I definitely have to lose the weight, for sure. But it's got to be baby steps, and it's got to be the way I need to do it. Now what people, and that's another thing. If someone's going to say, hey, you need to lose weight, and they say, here, do this, which man, do it this way, this is how I lost weight, that's their way of losing weight. It may help you, and that's okay. It'll be great if maybe there's some pointers in their way of process of losing weight works, but it may not work for you. It may be a little too vigorous for you. It's too much of a pain in the ass to try to do. So what you need is to do it the way you need to do it. If you lose 5 pounds a week, you lost 5 pounds a week. It's great. That is okay. There is no timetable to lose weight. I know you might want to set a goal. Like, every year, people do their resolution, whatever the hell you call that thing you do for New Year's. Now everybody does that thing. It's busted within a week, right? Do it in a way that you see it. So let's say in the 1 week I was saying I lost 5 pounds. Cool. Let me try another 5 pounds next week. See if that happens. If you lost 6, that's great. And if you're seeing a trend to where, I'm losing 6 to 8, maybe 6 to 9 or whatever pounds, maybe bump the goal to 10 a week. And then that will set a goal. Even if you shoot low, you're still going, well, at least I got close. Don't think that if I want to lose 100 pounds in 1 month. That is not realistic. There's no way you're going to lose. Most people, there's no way you're going to lose 100 pounds in a week unless you're really pushing it hard. Now, the way I feel and the way I have, there's no way I could lose 100 pounds in 1 month. There's just no way. Now, 40 to 50, not the question. I think I probably could do that if I really focus hard. And like I said, if I'm constantly out there every single day doing something, I don't know how, but if I'm doing something, that weight will come off. It's just going to take it will take some time to get that Newport News. What the fuck is that? Is that actual town in real life? I cannot be. Newport News? Oh no, 60. Yeah, if you are struggling But wait, do it at your pace. Eat. Look, and that's another thing a lot of people talk about too. Is like, oh, eat fruit, eat vegetables, eat all this stuff that you're not really made for. I'm not a rabbit. But what you can do is, oh are we going under? We are going into the sea. Is that what we're doing? Oh yes. You know you could. I didn't know they had this in the mod. That's what she was daybreak in here, but I don't care. Oh, that's cool. I don't care who you are. That is cool right there. Cool feature they put in this. Okay, that's awesome. But anyways, oh, look at the battleship fields. Nice. Yeah, they actually did a pretty good job putting all the details in this. This is a mod, not even like the actual game itself, so good details. But yeah, just portionize the food that you're eating. Don't, you know, you usually have maybe 2 platefuls, maybe only have 1. I know that urge is gonna want to go back and get more. That's usually what happens.
And then turn right.
That's the problem I have.
Turn right.
I feel like I'm full but not full, so then you go back for a second and you waste about half of your food because then, oh crap, I got too full doing it. So yeah, that's happened. Believe me, it's happened before. It's a process for that too. And my worst thing is though that we don't get it every Friday now. Here and there, we do skip a week here, but my worst problem is pizza.
Keep left.
We get sheet pizza.
Left.
I will suck down probably a good 6 pieces or more
Turn left.
on pretty much any kind of given pizza we have. So yeah, I will suck it down like crazy. And that's my problem. Now, I guess the benefits is that when we have sheet pizzas, my nephew's over, so he'll suck down the pizza himself. So I guess that in that case it helps me not gain extra weight. So 'cause he'll eat it, a lot of it too. So
It's all over now.
adjust the steering wheel a little bit here. On. All right. Sure a second. All right, let's the one here. Oh no, 20 minutes for the stream, and then I will offer this one for the stream. Going to South Carolina. I'll do this one, Charleston, South Carolina. Well, if you've just been lurking and not chatting, that's fine. I don't want people to think you have to chat too. I want to be very clear on that one. Don't think you have to chat. You don't. I mean, that's fine. Why not just be a looky loo and whatever that sort of thing, and just lurk around? That's fine too. I have no problem with that. Got that mirror. I can don't need the other one up.
Ready to roll.
All right. Way we're going out of here. Open this way. Oop. You didn't see that. Alrighty. I'm pretty sure I put, for the most part, I probably have made people leave because I'm talking about health. I don't want to talk about health. I just want to enjoy the. Alright, but now I want to talk about. Let me talk a little bit about this game. So, now this is the mod, Coast to Coast mod. So these errors may or may not be real. I don't know. But I will say this: the game itself has so much more potential, promising potential when it comes to the states and how well they're going to be able to put them in. Eventually, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and those states eventually are going to come out. I don't know when. Well, maybe the end of this year. But if it is, you know, I'm telling you right now, this game could probably last for another 20 years or so. Because one, you're adding states, and everybody's states are different. I mean, if you're in California, this game's probably getting old, though. Yeah, granted, you want to probably watch over. You know, everybody wants to try different states out. Now, I live in the Northeast. I live in New York, so technically I don't have the state yet. So I'm still actual ATS DLC. So I would like to see what they could do and see how well better they could do it than the person who did the mods, because they have 3 cities, towns ish. You have Syracuse, you have Rochester, and then you have Ithaca, New York. Now, Ithaca, yeah, it's called a city in a sense. It's not really a city. Yeah, it's got somewhat skyscrapers, but it's not like they're not huge. So the thing is, I guess the city is more like a population. I don't know, but the way they have it in the mod is not accurate at all. So hopefully with a DLC, or once they finally get New York, if they decide to put Ithaca in there, I doubt it. Probably what they're gonna do is they're gonna put Binghamton in. Maybe Binghamton, Vestal, kind of back to back close. Then they're gonna have Syracuse. Then they're gonna have Buffalo, and then Rochester. I wouldn't be surprised to put Oswego in there because that's it's a small town, but it does have population in it. So Albany will also be, because it's the capital of the state. So of course New York City. They'll put in, but so I think it's going to be a pretty good thing once they get all these extra DLCs out for other states. I want to, also Florida, Maine, up in there. The smaller states, I would like to see what they can do, because obviously you're scaling it way down and you're trying to get a lot in there at once, and where trucks can and can't go versus what games can allow and stuff. That's something I want to look forward to when they get DLCs out. But
Go straight on. Keep left and then turn left.
okay, dude. Here's the green. So most likely won't be because tomorrow we're gonna have our family cookout for Memorial Weekend and stuff. There's no stream tomorrow for sure. And it probably won't be another weekend stream until probably 2 weeks. I think I have to think about what we're doing next Saturday. I don't know. The reason why I have to babysit my niece is my mom goes into work, so then I take care of my niece. My sister works on the weekends, and also every other week my parents technically will have like visits, even though it's not a visit anymore. I won't get into too much detail, but anyways, it's just so technically on weekends and mornings I have to watch my niece, and so that throws off what I can do for the mornings. And then of course by the afternoon, for the most part, there's racing on, so then I'm watching racing and things like that. So but next week will be a little bit weird and different. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what happens on next Saturday. But as I will say, don't get used to these weekend streams. Okay. Hell, if I'm bored, I might even do one tonight again. I don't know. But and that's another thing. If I'm bored, I need to keep active. Talking about my health and weight issue thing again. Is if I get bored, except going for food, do something. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I'm just, even if I'm not actively moving, just do something. Like do this, play a video game. I don't care. It keeps me away from touching food. All right, that's the main thing. Keep busy doing something else, then you don't touch food. That's how it really works. So. Not the point to starve yourself to death. That's not what I'm saying either. You know, go ahead and have your normal breakfast, lunch, dinner, that sort of thing. But at the same time, you know, go ahead and try not to have extra food at the side. Okay to have a snack here and there. It's not like it's just portionize things and not do it all at once. Not just suck down freaking 9 freaking honey buns. Yes. That's what I did. But anyways, that's just how it's going. So anyways, next week for the normal live streaming for Mondays, iRacing on Monday. Tuesday will probably be ATS. Wednesday, probably looks like we're doing some more stuff with the new league, Shift and Giggles. I like that name. That's awesome. Funny name. We're going to be able to do more expedition races for that until we decide when to start the actual season for that. And then Thursday, maybe do some, I don't know if it's going to be OCIP or it's going to be iRacing again. I don't know. I will see on that part. But that is the next week's schedule for live streaming. Trying to keep that, I want to keep that as routine as possible because of the fact that eventually we will get into the OCRP season. Eventually we'll do the other league on Wednesday. And so I don't want to all of a sudden get into a different theme. So, well, let me do a breakfast on Thursday or do another ATS on Tuesday or on Monday or whatever. I don't want to get into that different routine. I want people to understand that it's going to be iRacing here, it's going to be ATS there. I don't want to change it up too much. So eventually we start those things. I don't know when, but eventually we're going to start them. Hopefully sooner than later. I think for most part, from what I'm getting at least for the Wednesday league, he wants to wait until the new season of iRacing build comes out and all that new stuff comes out, whatever you need from there, and then start the season for that one. Now, as for OCRP, I don't know when that's going to start either. It could be right after the new season. From what I'm hearing, that Jeff Fabiano, if you know him, him and Ryan are supposed to be going to this airplane expo thing at the end of June. I think that's what I heard. I don't know if they're gonna wait until after to then start the season, which then that puts it in July. I don't know about that. Or they're gonna start in June, and then I guess the week, if they don't come back before Monday or Thursday, we just don't have a broadcast for that race. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to race. For other people, that's make or break situation, which is stupid. And I'm sorry, that's the dumbest thing. I mean, if all you want to do is to be on a broadcast, which, by the way, it's not like Jeff is using national TV. He's on Twitch. I mean, who cares? I mean, it's not like you're also on. One day you're gonna find some, like Chase Elliott or Rick Hendrick or someone's gonna say, "Oh my God, I'm watching this Jeff guy. And he's doing, look at that driver." I mean, come on, give me a break. It means nothing. This doesn't mean anything. And if all you care is about a damn broadcast, then your priorities are just a little bit. I'm sorry, because they won't show up for an exhibition race. They say they're too busy, but as soon as the broadcast pops up, they're like, "Oh, I'm free now." I'm like, odd. What changed?
Get ready to exit right.
Huh? Okay.
Exit right.
Exit right. It's telling me to go straight. Don't confuse me. Don't confuse me. You confuse me. Don't do that. Columbia. Oh boy. I have to get over.
Go straight on.
I mean, remember, this is a mod, so the GPS might not be 100% accurate to it, so. I'm gonna go straight on, so there's two straight, so you stay in there, you go straight, you can turn. It's telling me to keep straight, so I'm gonna keep straight just in the middle lane. It's actually kind of weird. You actually look at those signs, they actually help you. Oh, really?
Keep left.
Oh, boy. But hope everyone's going to have a good weekend. Hope everyone has a good Memorial weekend as well. If you have a family member that was or was in the army and whatever thing they were doing, whatever they were a soldier, as you want to say, whatever they were, I always will say this: I will always support the military, 100%, because as much as our world is so screwed up as it is right now, I'd rather still be in America than be anywhere else. And without them, we wouldn't be able to be as screwed up as we are right now, I guess you want to say. We would be in such a different world probably. So, but obviously, this week is to remember them. I know you have cookouts, you bring all your family together just to basically have one big party, which in some cases it turns into. But you should just not necessarily just sit for like an hour and reflect, just to pop in your minds. Man, I wouldn't be doing this if soldiers didn't lay their lives down to was free and stuff. So
Keep left.
that sort of thing, that's kind of what you do. Not necessarily you have to reflect for hours and hours and hours. That'd be kind of depressing if you think about it. So
Keep left.
yeah, that's kind of what I would do. So this should probably be the last run of the stream. Oh, we're starting to rain. Night. It's nighttime. I hate rain at night. Faster. Okay. Ah, stop. Guess what? I got money. I'm not stopping. Actually, I think again I have all the penalties things turned off, so that won't matter. Almost close to our destination here. $15 more minutes. It's gonna turns off really fast, I guess. There, up. Right there.
Keep right, and then exit
Charleston,
right.
South Carolina.
Exit right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Alrighty. Green, 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 go, go. Almost there. More light here and
Keep right, and then turn right.
Holbert.
Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh
Your
my
route
god.
guidance is now finished.
I'm on the brakes. Play it safe. Here. Because I cut back to speed. That's all right. We're all good. Alrighty. Thanks on that one. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you're watching this on replay, appreciate watching the replay. And I will definitely be back for live streaming on Monday. If there's anything else this weekend, I'll just hop on. But that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And hope to see you for more stuff on YouTube for iRacing and ATS. And have a good rest of your weekend.